lot of people. He loves his children.
He loves money.
50
He
loves
loves Eminem.
himself.
He loves Eminem.
more or less.
He sure hell loves
He loves himself more or less, and whoever caters to his ego.
Yeah, that's
But
a lot of
now,
humans.
a lot of people calling Oprah
Hello.
on that Weinstein bullshit.
Really?
What Weinstein?
Yeah.
What happened with Weinstein?
There's pictures of her, and fucking Trump, and she's kissing him, either Trump on the cheek or him on the cheek.
But that's an old picture, right?
Yeah, it's an old picture.
Gotta be.
They're gonna judge her off what happened in the past.
Yeah,
That's what everybody
fucked up.
do now. This cancel culture.
Yeah. So they're gonna cancel her because of something that happened. What was that? Probably the '90s,
Probably.
early 2000s,
probably
maybe.
90s. Yeah.
Nah, this is crazy. That's a little too far. Well, never mind.
Not the way
All
she was
right.
draped over that mother. I was like, damn. They had to find that picture.
But what did she have to say about it?
I don't know. Nobody's heard her.
Oh, you gotta test his mic again then.
No, he should be good.
Yeah, I'm good. Because if anything, I'm got a big mouth anyway.
Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
push his mic a little bit closer to him.
No, I got
So you don't gotta go closer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean anyway, so.
Okay, all right, cool.
I don't sit still.
All right,
Dang,
cool.
man.
Cool.
So that's the topic, man.
What? Oprah?
Getting canceled for no reason, even though we were already talking about it.
Yeah.
Good thing I recorded that.
Okay, good. Well,
You just can't
sucks.
take up too much of our
Well, it's over now. because-
podcast with that subject.
Well, no, it's already over now.
Fair.
we all said that sucks.
Right.
All right, CC.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to Everybody Gets One. I am your co-host, Cece the Geek, and with me to my left, I have
It's Alex over here,
Oh, Samuel.
and our special guest.
Bigsmu.
Bigsmu, the man with the plan, with the cost plan. That is. How are you today?
I'm good. I could use some catfish though.
I know that's right.
Catfish.
Yes,
I know that's
indeed, some
right.
Catfish, some doggone steak fries, and a big ass grape soda.
I was just telling somebody how the best catfish I ever had was in Mississippi.
Some grape drink.
Yeah, but see, they kind of shady down there. So
I don't.
I'm a New York dude, so I ain't too happy with, Mississippi and the way they run people down there.
But that's fair. Well, it's a difference between who you hang out with for sure.
Yeah.
Like if you're hanging with the people who are getting run on, then it's a different
Yeah.
experience. And I feel like it's like that throughout the South. But I digress. But glad you're here with us today. So,
Yeah.
Input cheering sounds.
what we talking about today, Sam?
Oh, I mean, we had some stuff that came out this week. Superman,
Right.
What, Red Sun?
Red Sun. Yep.
Just watched the trailer.
Well, yeah.
AKA Russian Superman.
Yeah. You got the comic. You read the comics.
Well, I read it. It was amazing.
Yeah, Wendell.
I don't fuck with DC like that, especially Russian DC.
Russian DC.
Russian DC.
Well, I would say this.
Yeah.
Mainstream DC, I don't mess with. When they do stuff like that, I like it. Like Dark Knight's Metal, Russian Superman, well, Red Sun Superman. I like one-off little things. And they sound good. I'll read it. I don't sit there and.
Yeah.
You can say I'm a Marvel shill or whatever, but DC's like continuity is crap.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
all over
yeah.
the place. I cannot follow that. At
But-
least Marvel has a way of, okay, if we're going to reboot this, very quick trick, time travel. It's very quick. Or universe, what was that called? Battle World happens. Really quick, change the story. And that's it.
Yep.
DC, God over God over God over God, destroys the universe.
But
Flash destroys
they've been kind of consistent with their animated series. Their live action movies, nah. But
What do you mean as far as quality?
quality and storytelling.
I do find it interesting that they're putting this out now. You know, especially with the tension between U.S. and Russian relations.
I think it was always in the books. Like sometimes it's a coincidence.
I don't know.
Right, but it's
They weren't thinking about this when Barack was in the house.
exactly. And this said it all, and it's like tension is higher than it's been since like the '60s.
And then you got Putin over there, congratulating Trump for getting impeached.
I didn't see that.
For
I
getting
didn't see
impeached.
that.
Yeah, this dude is literally sitting there like, yo, my puppet got impeached. Yay. and then they put out this, Red Sun Superman.
Congratulations, comrade.
Right.
On your promotion.
So Clark Kent just went over to the dark side, huh?
Dang, y'all. He's saying DC worked for Putin.
Don't do that. Don't have people come for us like that.
DC shield.
Shut up.
I didn't say it.
America said it.
We about to
I'm
see it.
playing.
Right.
I kid.
Yeah, because DC fans, they are crazy.
Yeah.
Your continuity is trash.
DC is dark, so it is what it
They're gonna
is.
send Batman after us.
No matter what they do, DC fans will ride or die.
Batman.
Yeah. Forget that he can be run over by a car.
Well, yo, they got two.
Dang,
Or
he
shot,
going
yeah.
in.
Poison.
Just drop him from a high height and just let him
Exactly.
fall.
Or
Oh
just
no,
straight
he'll
beat
have a
his
battle.
ass.
He'll have.
No. Just take off his belt.
God.
I mean,
He'll find a way.
Take off his belt and his cape.
Then he'll use the cowl. He'll find some way to say, "Oh, I'm going."
But it's already off if they
Yeah.
took it off.
Oh yeah, the cape and cowl.
Yeah.
I mean, there's ways to do it. DC just hasn't figured it out yet. They want him to
Shoot
live forever.
him.
Yeah.
Batman and Superman, yeah. But I mean, as far as like, this is the most they have deviated from the Superman story, other than maybe like Bizarro.
Yeah, that's true.
But they got so many like Batman and Superman titles. Like they kind of neglect all the other ones. They've had like maybe 2 Green Lanterns animated films. I think like 1 or 2 Wonder Woman films. I think they're about to do another one
That's
with Wonder
what I'm
Woman and
saying.
Cheetah.
Right.
So they have a ton of Batman. Those Batman, Bad Blood, Batman.
Was bad.
Hold up.
But yeah, but
Yikes.
as far as like the animated features goes, they could totally do more, feature films on other characters.
Yeah.
They just beat, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, beating Batman and Superman to death.
Yeah.
And it's,
But they don't have a good stable of good characters outside Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash.
Outside
It's
of
like
the
main
founding members of Justice League.
That's because they don't
They're
want
trash.
to. They don't want to build them up though.
Martian Manhunter is good. They can do something with him.
Man, they don't want to do nothing with a black guy.
Nah.
He's not black. He's an alien. He just chose to be a black man.
Yeah, just like that dude in Star Wars too, right?
Who, Finn?
Nah, not Finn.
Finn is trash.
I'm talking about the Jedi. The Jedi with the
Mace
green
Windu?
dreads.
No, the
Not-
green
not
dreads.
Mace.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about.
He is Jamaican.
I mean,
I ain't gonna fake that. I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw his ass, I thought he was Jamaican. I'm not going.
when you
I
hear
mean-
him talk, it's like, yo,
Hey man,
hey, yo,
my life said,
homie, give me some doggone church.
Me one can't do this right
You
now.
used it fast.
Right.
Used it fast, brother.
we are right.
Used it fast, brother.
Sitas.
Now this is twisted. I just went into my voodoo just for kicks. Batman titles: Batman Red Bad Blood, Batman Ninja, Batman.
Batman Ninja.
God, dog.
There's also
Batman:
the
The Dark Knight Returns.
Batman Hush.
Batman Killing
Gaslight.
Joke. Batman Superman. Batman versus Robin. And
Batman
that's-
Assault on Arkham.
yeah,
Son of Batman.
Son of yeah.
Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Justice League Doom. Batman Year One. Superman, Batman Apocalypse. Batman Under the Red Hood.
Batman Harley Quinn. How the hell did that get?
Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Batman was even in the Death of Superman, I believe.
yeah. It's just too many.
And half of them are bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They were good when they first started off, and then they just started doing this. Just started wonking around, up and down.
Yeah, they need to like give it a break.
A big break.
Big old
Yeah.
break.
I mean, I liked Year One because they showed Commissioner Gordon like his struggles with being the chief of police,
Yeah.
like his whole
much
affair,
Batman was
his how much Batman was. It was kind of like half and half.
They need to give Batman a break.
But it's like that's the crazy thing. It's like there's been more character development on characters,
that had,
like supporting characters in Batman and Superman than there have been for like characters like up until recently Black Lightning or
He's not going to get an animated show.
he was in one of them.
Barely,
Yeah.
and he's part of Young Justice, he's just like basically a mentor for Static, but we don't see him doing any type of
I'm not
mentorship.
gonna lie, I didn't watch it because I don't like his goggles. I'm playing hating. I do not like it because if you let's be Falcon got goggles.
Yeah.
Falcon got
Lightning
goggles.
got goggles.
Power Man got goggles. The
Static
new
Shock
one.
got.
Does he not have goggles?
Who?
Does Black Lightning not have goggles
got-
in the
he's got
I'm
animated?
just tired of seeing every.
Oh,
every
you're
character
tired of
in
seeing
these
black
weird-
characters.
He used to
in
have
goggles.
the raccoon mask
Right.
before, but now they gave him goggles to make him more hip for the millennials.
That's not even hip. It looks stupid.
Right. Thank you.
It looks really dumb. Like everybody's hyping up Black. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Well,
Like,
there's-
just looking at his
The outfit.
yeah, it's just bad.
Well, there's also the general stereotype that black people's superpowers usually has to do with electricity
Yeah, why is
and,
our power always
or
electricity?
lightning and thunder.
Storm,
Yeah.
Black Lightning.
Only
Static
one that
Shock.
don't have
Yeah.
it is doggone Black Panther.
Yeah, he the only one. Damn, Storm.
Well, Black Panther had like juices and berries, and then he got
Yeah.
superpowers. So
Juices and
Well, that's
berries.
true. He
But
did
that-
drink that grape soda.
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Notice what
that
they
grape
gave him?
drink.
It's not
He had a
grape
grape drink.
soda.
They always
They
give
made
the
it
black
look
man
like-
that grape drink.
Killmonger was like, "Burn it all."
Yep. He was like, "Nah, I ain't getting none. No one else getting none of this perk." Burn all that shit.
He was like bringing the ginger ale.
Yeah. Everybody else getting
Right.
Oh my gosh.
all of it.
Burn all of it down.
Y'all know purple's the color of royalty.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's
got
true.
nothing to do with no.
Oh, our
Our new
logo.
podcast logo is purple.
It is.
That's
Guess
what's up.
because we like grape
purple
soda.
goes well with
Probably
brown skin.
Well, I
so
do like grape soda.
That's true too.
can't get enough.
Had it twice this week.
See,
We are
Damn, he
going
knows
way
doses.
off on a tangent right now.
I'm
We
saying,
don't miss a beat.
That's kind of bad for the kidneys though because of that dye.
all right, we went too far now.
Well,
no, that yellow 5 is good.
Oh my
Yellow 5,
God.
yeah.
That's not good for you.
later in the day.
Oh my
Flush it out.
God.
Flush it out.
All right.
Oh, Mr. Smooth,
Yes.
you are a professional costume maker. What does that consist of? What are some of the coolest clients you've had? How long have you been doing this? Like what's your story in terms of,
As far as costume making,
yeah.
when I do stuff for me, it's usually if I see something or somebody else sees something and points it out to me. If I like it, I do it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what the cost is going to be. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take me. If I like it, I do it.
Okay.
If it's for someone else, I've done a decent number of commissions so far.
Yeah, I
Not
was there
too
for
many.
that.
Not too many, but yeah, doing commissions can be fun. It can be a little interesting though when you're first starting out, especially when you're used to doing your own stuff, and then you're sitting there measuring, different women or dudes coming at you like, well, okay, let me let you know, hey, I'm about to touch you here. Hey, can you hold this tape measure there?
Again,
and
when you're
type
just
this?
trying to be a tailor,
Right.
Yeah,
trying to do your
it's-
job.
because that's a funny thing about doing tailor type stuff versus doing costume stuff.
Yeah.
Costumes fit a whole lot tighter, so you have to get more direct measurements. So you
Right.
actually have to touch in certain areas at times, and it's like, okay, your eye level with somebody's crotch, you're like, nah. Hold this so it doesn't get awkward, so I can go ahead and measure everything else down. Just hold it there, and everything is good. Once you get past that, everything is cool. Well,
So does it help if you start with that area, just to get it out of the way?
well,
I would rather
actually
just
doesn't.
get that.
No.
no, because it's when you're measuring from like the waist down, it's those measurements are all in the middle on the charts that I have.
You have to four-measure
Dang,
before
yeah. So
you
it's
measure.
So it's just like,
And
here we go.
it's not just like one measurement. It's like 10 or 11 that literally, okay, from the waist to the floor, from the neck to the butt. Like, yo, you just want me like all up in their junk, right?
Everything about getting
Everything.
measured is awkward.
But it is. But it makes doing all those measurements makes for the better costume.
True.
Because there's even one, and I don't know how or why they don't make longer tape measures. They only only make them out to like 62, 63 inches total.
Oh.
But they want you to sit there and measure somebody's girth, which means you've taken a tape measure, pulling it through their girth, putting it through their legs, bringing it up over the shoulder, and matching it up to see how big they are. And I'm like, the average person.
I'm sorry. I pull out my tape measure.
Unless it's a kid, they're not going to be smaller than 60 inches.
Right.
You might be about that.
Right, but I'm small.
Right, but you're small.
So especially if you're
The average dude, nah.
I'm
Right.
rotund.
And then you guessing. For us,
I'm rotund,
dudes our
yes.
size, I had to do a girth measurement on myself, and I did the measurement, and then I was like, okay, it stopped here. I guess I'll take the tape measure and measure from this point to the top of my shoulder,
finish, yeah.
and hope it's right, because it's like, damn.
Wow.
Okay, I'm
Wow.
gonna have to bother you for Infinity Gauntlet. How are you good at finding metals from a dying star?
Stop it.
I don't pass that. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
We'll talk about that all.
Because one friend's over there was over there trying to sniff my Infinity gems one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was getting high off my supply.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that can be an interesting and fun trip too.
Okay, we can do
A
that.
lot of people get beat down in that scenario. It's a beautiful thing.
So what is it that you think you add to the cosplay community?
Be honest. Just a point of peace, because everybody's so caught up in wanting to be this or wanting to be that.
Cause
I
famous.
forget that it's the cause famous stuff. It's the I'm this SJW for this, and I'm this SJW for that, and people forget that cosplay is supposed to be for fun. I'm 48 years old. I'm not trying to hear all that doggone wah stuff. Let me fight you for this because you said something that I didn't like. Let me fight you for that. Nah, dog. I need to go get a drink, like you're gonna do any damn way. Sit down, have a drink, and squash that shit that way, and then come back out in a fresh costume and just be silly with me, because that's all I'm gonna do.
That's real.
And people who were at CostumeCon last year knew exactly how silly I can get. If you saw Mr. Glass rolling around, you definitely know.
Oh yeah.
That's real. And I think, it's easy to forget that, like, no community is a vacuum. And, somebody told me life is high school and that, it's just a microcosm.
Yeah, it is.
It's
The
just
way you think
high
about
school
it,
isn't a phase. It's just a microcosm of what life is really like in the real world.
Think about
True.
it. People still try to be popular. Yeah, people still want to try to outshine.
You still have the nerds. You still have the popular ones.
Yeah, no. I mean, I see the cliques at cons. You got the people. You got the pretty crowd. You got the nerdy crowd. You got the gamer crowd. I mean, it's
all the same thing.
it's all the same. And even like at work too, you see all this
Well,
stuff.
yeah. Sadly.
No, I don't see that anymore because everybody works from home at my job.
Oh, lucky you.
Lucky me on a Monday and a Friday because I can get into the cafeteria real quick and out. But sitting at the desk is like, yo, cricket.
Yeah. But I definitely will agree with you that the community is very polarized. I feel like most of the people I've met fall into like one of two categories where they're either like really awesome or not so much.
Yeah, you can say that for most. And then I'll add in the third one. There's the people who are there, but they're so in their own shell that they don't realize that if they opened up even just a little bit, they'd be all right.
Agreed.
Because I've run into so many people that way and sit there, talk with them, and next thing you know, they're doing shoots and junk the next con. I'm like, yo, what happened? You really opened up a whole lot.
Yeah.
But they do some of the finest work after that, too.
Right. And some of them fall into that other category of like really, awesome people that just don't understand how awesome they are.
Right.
Don't understand their
But then there's a fourth one, too. Because in reality, they aren't even part of the community because they butt in so damn much. They make themselves part of the community. The people who don't even cosplay.
but always got something to say.
Right, or who was always
Yeah,
putting somebody
judging
down.
people's cosplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I and this was on one of the football groups I was in. Mm-hmm. Notice I said was because I got tired of this pettiness. This one dude tried to come at me wrong and say I was a pedophile because of the fact I cosplayed and I did charity work.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
You really don't understand anything in life, do you?
Yeah.
You caught up in your little small corner
Right,
of
that's your
Jersey.
thought process.
Smoking, smoking your cigarettes and shit, and everything. You think everything's that way about life.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, you so wrong.
Yeah. Agreed. And I think there's also a within those groups there's a category of folks who kind of just do whatever's convenient, like you were talking about cancel culture, mob culture, things of that nature.
That mob culture.
So yeah, mob
For the
culture is a
birds,
mother.
man. It's for the birds.
I sit back with popcorn and a drink and be like, yo, y'all
I
go
do
ahead.
like watching.
Yeah,
it on
like
Facebook,
at this
though. It is
point-
hilarious. Just
at
watching
this
everybody
point-
argue.
Yeah.
on Facebook
Yeah.
about who should be doing what and who should be cosplaying what.
Right, or shouldn't be.
Yeah, or
Right.
shouldn't be. You know, I'm like, all right. I'm
The
over
only
this.
time I get into it a little bit, and I usually say my piece and shut up, because nobody usually says anything after me, is when it's that blackface issue.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing blackface, that's crazy.
Speaking of which, Kim K's dumbass needs to be canceled.
Yes.
She knows better.
Lord have mercy.
Kim Kardashian.
So she
Kardashian?
she was on a cover photo for I forget which magazine.
Hollywood magazine.
So she's supposed to be channeling some actor or some actress. Or
They
whatever.
claim she was supposed to be channeling Elizabeth Taylor. She don't look. She looks more like she was channeling like old black Hollywood, basically, like
So okay.
Dehan Carroll or
Diane
Eartha
Carroll.
Kitt.
So here's
you
the
know.
thing. So you've done photo shoots. Windows done photo shoots. Me and you, Alex, we edit stuff. So at this
Kim
point,
Kardashian?
yeah.
Yes.
At this
I
point,
thought that was somebody else. I've seen that
Nah.
thing a million times. I didn't know that was her.
Yeah.
but at this point,
Oh,
can we blame Kim or can we blame the post editing?
she doesn't have to do it.
Yeah, she
No,
should.
no, I'm saying, is this 90% Kim or is it 90% post editing?
I think it's both. You know what I mean? Like, she has a track record. This isn't the first time that this has happened. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the fact that her and the majority of her sisters
see-
have gone out of their way to make themselves look like a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, with the,
it's
you
like
know, butt
without that
injections
even
and
being a
stuff.
factor, it's still
Right.
apparent. To,
Now,
you know.
but she also
to me.
has, I guess, the authority, or she's the one that pretty much approves these pictures. Like any type of editing that's done on her photos,
Exactly.
she's the one that has to approve it before it
Exactly,
goes out.
because you're not
Right,
going
she's
you're
the
not
model.
going to let your
Right.
brand and your likeness be out there, especially when you're Kim
So,
Kardashian.
The reason for this was about some Black Hollywood thing. What was the reason for this photo? Did she even? Ugh.
Yeah. Because at first I saw the photos.
I scrolled right
know.
past. I thought,
I didn't
oh,
know it
this
was.
is-
I didn't know it was her until somebody said it was, and then I went back and
Even
looked.
still staring at this doesn't look like her until I do this. Because
Right.
you can tell like this editing is different from that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is somebody else. I can tell that's Kim K because y'all told me. But oh man.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't have
I'm
known
like-
unless somebody told you.
But that's just wrong, and she's in the midst of the doggone culture. You don't do that.
Well, it's like this was ultimately what her end game was, right? You know, she wanted the wealthy black spouse, and she
got
got that.
that.
She got more than she bargained for.
Crazy as
Well,
Yeah, she got more than she bargained for, but she got it.
apparently this
she
is
got
not
her
the first time. There was another time back in
wrong, just
2017.
But that's what I'm saying. This is
So
always
yeah,
been
she has
her
a track
motive.
record. So this is like the before and after. Or,
Right.
You see
It's
that?
like
Oh, them
always been
editing
her
it?
Yeah,
motive.
yeah. So like I said, like is
Yeah,
it
you have to also
post editing
'Cause
or
you know
just
what?
her?
All right, you know what? If we're gonna blame her, we gotta blame that photographer or that retoucher because you were given a job to do that. You
Right.
know what that is.
Right. But mind
Do
you,
not do it.
right.
Straight up. Nothing. There ain't no wiggle room or nothing behind it. And most of those photographers are contracted anyway. You don't have to take it. Don't do it. I understand. Oh yeah, it's this magazine or whatever. If you feel uncomfortable doing something, don't do it.
But the sad thing is, and this is what the guy, because remember when she did the shot where she had the champagne
Yeah,
and she was
pouring her
naked?
ass,
That's
yeah.
based on like a great shot that Grace Jones did, and she went to the same photographer that Grace Jones had to take that photo. And he said the reason why he did it was because he was afraid that if he turned her down, that she was going to go ahead and take his concept with another photographer anyway.
Go ahead.
So it's like, well, if she's going to, copy my idea, I might as well be the one doing it.
I'll let her do it because as photographers, we get inspired by other photographers. No photographer has not seen another photographer and tried to mimic that shot. I would let them do it. Let them know, yeah, that was based off me, and I chose not to do it because I didn't feel right that.
Right, but that was his
straight up.
was his logic because apparently this particular photographer is, he prides himself in his integrity. So Grace Jones was asking him like, "Why did you shoot Kim Kardashian?"
Yeah, I would have never done it. I would have.
Right.
To me, that logic is a little flawed because I'm like, no, just no.
I mean, part of it is,
Retouching and the photographer. Because
Right.
usually it's not the photographer doing the retouching, so both of them.
and he probably just needed to make it make sense to him so he could take that check.
Yeah, that's what he did. He saw the zeros and he was
Right.
like, how can I make this? How can I justify this in my own
To
head?
myself,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, her name is a brand,
Pretty much.
and that brand comes with a lot of money.
Yeah.
So just think about
It
all
came
the
with a lot of money
clients.
before she even had a brand.
Well,
She was
I can say
born
this for
into
right
it.
now. I'm not doing it. I don't care who would come to me and say, hey, can you do this and make me look like this? No.
Right.
Yeah, but either way, so yeah, you got her doing that the whole time. You got old boy wearing "Make America Great Again" hats and talking about slavery is a choice and dressing his family in
about the
gray
Silver Surfer?
sweatsuits and everything else.
Choice, boy.
Why does man make him all
But
silver?
at least she's a prison reform activist.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic.
Well, technically,
No,
so you could go,
no,
That's what we give it.
no.
I could free somebody and be called an activist. And
She ain't free nobody.
well, talk to somebody. To talk to somebody else. To talk to somebody else. But anyway,
Well, she. Yes, right. What's our next?
let's not give her any more attention than she needs.
Pretty much. It's just the same
Well,
shit, different toilet.
well, we
Pretty
can still
much.
talk about somebody else complaining. People complaining about.
What are we mad about today?
Oh, not
Other than
us.
Kim
Not us.
Kardashian?
Other people who are
What
mad
are other
about.
people mad about?
We got
They're mad
Orlando
about-
Jones in the news about being fired from
yeah.
American Gods. You know,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because he's the only actor I could even really think of who was in it.
I never watched.
Like, he made that show.
I never watched it.
no,
so
he didn't really make that show.
He
no.
he was. I'd
He was
say
one of many.
He probably he was integral to its start.
Yeah, you got the guy,
Even though- yeah.
from John Wick too.
Nobody knows.
The one
who
that
John Wick other than John
Excommunicado,
Wick.
the one that
Yeah,
That
no,
forced him out.
you talking about the
he plays Zeus in American Gods.
right.
What did he do in John Wick?
He's the one that owned the Continental. He was
Right.
the owner of the
okay.
Continental.
Not even owned
Welcome
it.
to
He
the
just ran it.
Continental.
He ran it, yeah.
Yeah, he ran that particular one at that. Since
Yeah, in New York?
bunch of them, yeah, just a bunch of them around the world.
All right. Well, in regards to Orlando Jones, many people were shocked to learn of Orlando's firing, even Orlando himself. And here's his response. I think he posted this on Twitter. There will be no more Mr. Nancy. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you they love Mr. Nancy. They don't. Jones said in a video posted on Twitter. I'm not going to name names, but the new season 3 showrunner is Connecticut-born and Yale-educated, so he's very smart, and he thinks that Mr. Nancy's angry and get shit done is the wrong message for Black America. Yeah. So in terms of that, like a spokesperson for American Gods, they said that the storyline of American Gods have continually shifted and evolved to reflect the complex mythology of the source material. Mr. Jones' option was not picked not picked up because Mr. Nancy, among other actors, is not featured in the portion of the book we are focusing on within season 3, said a spokesperson. Several new characters, many of which have already been announced, will be introduced into Shadow Moon's. He's basically like the main character. Shadow Moon's world that will further contribute to the show's legacy as one of the most diverse series on television. Now, American Gods they've had some trouble since season 1. The original creators and showrunners were Brian Filler and Michael Green, and were later replaced by Jesse Alexander for season 2. And Jesse Alexander was reportedly sidelined without being officially let go and replaced with Charles Eagley for season 3. So he's the new director for season 3.
Wow. That's like walking into your job thinking, hey, good morning. How was your weekend?
Why are you here?
Yo, dog, go sit in the corner over there. He's at your desk.
Yeah, they didn't have to fire him. If you don't need him for season 3, like just sideline the character.
right.
You don't have to.
I said we put you on hold for season 3, but we got some other stuff in the works.
So is this like a book series or something?
Yeah. It was created by American Gods is a fantasy drama TV series based on a novel by British author Neil Gaiman.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
Question.
Wow.
Here's the question: is it following the books?
Supposedly.
Per se, because I have not watched this show.
Yeah.
So now, if it's following the books and he's not supposed to be there, they don't have to fire him. Just silent.
Yeah. I mean, they let somebody else go too. They let go of the guy that played the Jinn, Mousa Krashi.
Was he upset that they let him?
He didn't really say anything.
He was kind of, because he was like, it was out of the blue. And then he's like one of the only LGBT characters on the show too.
Oh, I do have a quote. I can confirm that I wasn't asked to come back this season, he tweeted. It's been an honor to play the Jinn and live in his fiery-eyed skin. This character was introduced to me so much. This character has introduced me to so much, and I was proud to represent not just the Middle Eastern community in such a positive role you don't normally see television, but also the LGBTQ community that supported this character of color that you don't see on television. So on the series he was homosexual, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's two people, two minorities gone.
Yeah.
He's a minority?
Yeah.
What is he, white?
Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
No. I say white.
And then,
That's really what I say.
and then, well, add that, and then he's also gay.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole situation just sucks. And it just seems like, because didn't the guy say that himself, that he didn't want Mr. Nancy didn't fit the direction because he was angry or something?
Yeah,
so you've already told on yourself. You know what I mean? That's the representative. The representative was the one who was saying it doesn't match the book anymore.
Orlando said that Mr. Nancy's angry get shit done was too black for the black audience.
Whoa, hold on. Oh.
So there's
He
no
said
proof.
the character was too.
So there's no
angry?
proof that this guy actually said this.
Yeah, is there proof that he said this?
There's not going to be, because
Well,
he's not saying anything at
More
all.
than who else has he said this to? Has he said it to anyone? Like,
I mean, this was on Twitter. He said it to everybody.
how many people said that he said this?
Well,
That's just it. I don't think
That's
the show itself isn't saying
Yeah,
anything.
so it's like you gotta take Orlando's word for
You're
it.
basically taking the actor's words for it, right?
yeah. I mean, the show said that his character is not going to be even in season 3, so there's no need for him to be involved because they're going along with the book.
Okay. Well, that's a bad way to fire someone is to
Yeah.
to first not tell you. That's number one. And what did they announce this? They just randomly announced this on the internet?
I guess. I mean, weren't they were also in San Diego Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably.
But he
That's
was.
nasty.
They were all there for San Diego. I thought the whole
that's-
cast was there for San Diego, but
This is probably after?
Yeah, this was after.
Yeah, and you know, that's messed up because you got him going around touring on behalf of
Yeah,
the
on
show.
behalf of you.
And people are going because they want to see him, you know, and then now all of a sudden you going to just cut him. And then he's not the only person that they've apparently fired under, you know, weird, you know,
Yeah.
unethical, dare I say, circumstances. So,
I mean, we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, their HR department needs a little work.
Right.
Yeah.
no bull.
What else needs a little work is Wonder Woman's shoes.
Oh my gosh.
No, it doesn't.
According to public scrutiny, yes.
Yeah.
No, according to
to
Twitter.
SJWs.
According to Twitter.
That's public scrutiny.
Twitter ain't real.
Right.
Yes, it is. It's got real
But
people.
see, the thing about the whole
Real
thing about
angry.
her and the doggone wedges, I'm like, yo, if her feet are good, let the woman be. Which I want to run around in high heels? Nah, Wonder Woman didn't do that. I mean, hell, even on the cartoon, she's wearing wedges.
But I'm
So,
like, but I'm like,
So are they mad that she's wearing
To
wedges?
give some context.
What do they want her to be wearing?
Yeah, they're mad that
it's
she's
a
wearing
fictional
wedges.
character.
But do they want
She's
her to be
not
wearing
real.
flats? They want her to be wearing stilettos? Like, what do they want her to be
Hold
wearing?
on. Real quick.
yeah.
She's not real. She's a magical Amazon
Yep.
from Themyscira. Did I say that right?
The mascara, yes.
It doesn't exist. A magic invisible island, and she flies an invisible jet.
We still haven't seen the jet. We can't confirm
No.
or deny.
We're talking about her character. We're talking about her character.
Can't confirm or deny that she has a jet.
I
the character of
personally
Wonder
have
Woman
stepped
have an
in
invisible
heels. But
And a magic lasso that makes you tell the truth.
I just...
I mean, she's not the only female superhero that has wedges. Like you got Black Widow, you got Valkyrie, and you have Gamora.
All
They're
people
wearing
who are not
wedges.
Right. But, I mean, the only thing the wedges help do is poop their booty up a little bit.
Yeah, and their leg flexes their
But
leg.
did anyone
But it
pay
doesn't-
attention to that? No one cared.
Nah.
I don't think I wasn't paying attention to her ass when she was
Right.
I
beating
mean,
other
she's
people's
fighting
ass.
crime and looking cute at the same time. Like,
But nobody cared.
Right. And the other thing still winds up paying. Is she comfortable? If the answer is
Yeah,
shut the fuck
if the
up.
actor ain't complaining,
Right. It might have been her choice. Yo, put me in these wedges because, they're more comfortable than running around in flats. Doing all these
Yeah.
crazy stuff that y'all had me doing.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm mad that we're complaining about a magical Amazon that doesn't
Right.
exist.
Exactly. I mean, and the other thing, for all anybody knows, they could be Nike boots. So, leave them alone.
Yeah, but can we just leave people alone, please?
Yeah.
Stop arguing.
alone.
If she was barefoot, yeah, complain about that.
Yeah, exactly. If they gave her no shoes,
Right.
I would complain about that. I can't believe this. This is an actual thing.
well, for one, I don't think Carrie Fisher complained when she had to wear that slave Leia costume, but she did say she hated it.
Yeah, she said she hated it.
Nah, but now, since you brought Carrie Fisher, they kind of, George and crew kind of fucked her over because they were like, look, there ain't no underwear in space. So everything she wore without drawers or bras. They were like, there's no underwear in space, so you can't wear anything. And it was only her.
Can we confirm this? That there are no.
She
underwear in
said
space?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then, what the heck?
She's the one who put that back out there. She was like,
That's
yo,
hilarious.
Yeah, all those early movies, I was pretty much butt start naked. Too cold, you seeing nipples.
God bless her.
It's cold in space.
It is
what I
actually
heard.
very cold in the vacuum of space.
So she was cutting glass.
Stop it.
That's why she looked like that in all those posters.
Stop it.
Lord have mercy.
I looked.
Y'all want to hear
So
something funny?
shoes, people tripping over shoes. She wore wedges in part one.
Right.
Right, exactly. And did a
Non-story.
good job. Right.
Thank you, people on Twitter, for giving us that.
Y'all want to hear something real funny, real quick?
I'm listening.
Wakanda was part of the U.S. tariff trade list.
They said
How-
they
how real
accidentally
is that?
added it.
How really?
How do, well, why?
that's
How do you
real.
accidentally add an imaginary fictional?
That means somebody who worked there thought it would be funny to type that bullshit in there. And I'm pretty sure they were promptly fired.
But nah, you know what the reality of it winds up being? They were doing some testing. And 'cause you throw all kinds of junk into your test field.
oh, yeah.
And They just didn't. They did. They
Take it
just
off.
didn't do their due diligence to clean it up after the fact,
Yeah.
and they took all that test data and put it out into the world.
Yeah, because in a lot of
And now
games
they're
they,
laughing,
do that. They
yeah.
leave like test code in the games, and if you actually hack the thing, you will find it. It's like
Because-
random crazy stuff.
Right, because working at jobs I've worked, I've seen it,
Okay. Yeah. All right.
and
Well.
I'm like, somebody didn't do their quality checking.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well,
all right. That's
in case you guys want
But
to
I
know.
ain't mad because Wakanda's, kind of the lick, and I kind of do cosplay dad and junk. So
It's true.
Well, their exports consist of fresh vegetables,
purple drink.
unroasted
looked it up.
unroasted coffee beans,
word.
essential oils, and livestock.
Are you talking about that
Yeah.
shea butter?
They ain't got vibranium on there.
Why would they do that?
Oh yeah.
Because
That's
they
their
told
precious
everybody
metals.
now.
That's their precious metals.
They don't export
they keep
vibranium.
that shit.
No, because if everybody had vibranium, then war is all around.
No, they would
Right.
just blow up Wakanda. If you export that shit to me, I'm coming back to you, murdering you, and then taking all of it for myself.
That's
Right.
fair.
That's War 101.
Yep.
Thank you for handing me my weapons.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I've been up since 5 a.m., y'all.
All I know is Trump still owes us for them damn cattle that he bought last year.
Cattle.
Bastard.
Cattle
some
for
beef?
what? For his
Wakanda.
steaks. Oh.
Oh man,
This guy, he had me
I thought
going.
we was some real steaks.
Hey,
Steaks.
like
He's a trip.
I cosplay dad, so I'm watching from the astral plane.
Oh, stop it. So yeah, going on to something. You saw that meme about pineapples on pizza? What they included? That?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they did that.
Wrong. All of you. Nah.
Wrong.
You are wrong.
They so good.
So we got the trailer for season 2 of The Boys. You haven't watched it. I know you haven't
finished
watched
it,
it.
man.
You
Haven't
don't
watched
know.
it.
Have you watched The Boys?
She hasn't.
He has a
Exactly. So Wendell,
I don't know.
Oh, I've seen the first 4 episodes. It was a great show.
Yeah.
I just don't have an Amazon active Amazon. So Jessica, if you're listening,
Oh, you just reminded me. I gotta start shopping for my
man.
my
today,
latest cosplay.
but Wendell, what were your
I'll tell you
favorite moments from season 1?
Just the fact that they casted almost damn 100% properly for the show itself. Every character that they actually had in the show took me back to the comic book.
Well, they said Simon Pegg was supposed to be Huey.
Yeah.
But they got some. But
They
at
got
the time,
somebody
he was too old for that.
hold up, this was an actual comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could just read the book.
The show's slightly different. The show's
Slightly different.
Is the book better?
The book is a whole lot better.
Oh, it's
All right.
gruesome.
I'll read
The
the
book's
book.
a whole lot better. But
Especially what they do to the girl.
Yeah, there's some things that they can't.
No,
that they
the
still
same
can't-
girl.
The same girl. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things they still can't show on TV, whether it's cable or
No, 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 no.
that
no, no.
is in that book in those books. That
Yes, I'm okay.
because there's an orgy scene in the books that make the average person like what?
Wait, is that the initiation?
Nah, this was the superheroes on vacation.
Oh, I remember that. Book.
Yeah, it was like
Well,
book
when
2
you're
or
on
3.
vacation, the random orgy might piss
Nah,
off.
but
Nah.
What's wrong
okay,
with
the whole thing.
What?
Okay,
How did we get here?
now see, check this out. The whole,
It's so they can get all the pent up frustration out of their
Right.
system.
Yeah, you
Pretty
gotta get
much.
that when you got blue balls.
So you got like a whole bunch of superpower people just fucking, just to get rid of that shit.
but there's
What is
stages to this. There's stages to this because you've got your A-listers,
who
which are the
definitely need to
7.
get their balls straight.
which are the 7, which they're the top. Check this out.
Nigga, I've been saving the world.
You've got the 7.
I'm so ashamed of my grandmother.
Those 7 are paid. They're paid the most.
So they get to fuck the most.
No,
They're paid. Now, they're superheroes, but they get paid the most. They live the best. They damn near could do whatever the fuck they want to do.
True.
Next down are the sidekicks.
No, they're not
They-
gonna.
Next down are the sidekicks. The sidekicks can get fucked by the 7, but cannot fuck the 7.
So they basically bottoms. So it's like tops and bottoms.
They're not even bottoms yet. They floating somewhere in the minutia.
Oh my god.
Then you have the
This
B
is
team,
so-
your C team, and your D team.
Damn, that's a lot of fucking.
And none of those, they are like, again, the 7 can go down, but nobody can go up.
Holy shit!
I
wanna
am
be one of the 7.
so
swim in
fascinated
that pool?
and greatly concerned by this breakdown.
Watch season 1. Watch season 1.
You have to if you've got the time, because they've got it on Comixology. Read the
Download
books.
that shit right now.
Read the books,
All right. So I mean,
and
what's
then the show. Yeah,
what was your favorite part of the show? Like, what was your favorite scenes of the show?
the first favorite scene was when A-Train exploded a homegirl.
Oh my god, that
was the
Because
episode?
I paused, I
Rewind
stopped.
what you just said.
I stopped
bro,
it.
I saw that too.
Rewound it 4 times just to make sure I saw what I thought I saw.
Dog, my mouth dropped.
He did what?
He ran through a bitch.
Literally. Because he was high.
Too late.
He was.
Don't look at me. What did I just say? You said it.
Yeah, but it's the truth. He literally ran.
He ran through.
He was so high.
Oh, you talking about from the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Okay.
he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
man.
high.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Oh, nah.
I'm a whole
Girl was about to
Then
step off
that
the
was
ledge.
The second scene. That was the second best scene when homegirl sat there and pretty much rode dude until he was a broken woman.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, power.
A Train's
A-Train's
this is a
girl.
spoiler, so you're gonna see this
don't
anyway.
care.
A Train's girlfriend, right? So the rent was due. And the landlord came and said, "Hey man, you gotta pay your rent, blah blah blah." But she was mad at him, at A Train, because she took the drugs that they used to get high. That's how they also get strong too.
Right.
So she was high when the landlord came, and so she pretty much used her womanly powers and basically,
titties and her-
yeah.
Okay.
So she sat
They were
on
nice,
dude's
too.
face,
I like
rode his face,
Go ahead.
rode his face, and then when she had an orgasm, she clenched her cheeks, popped his head.
So you committed.
Cheeks and thighs, popped his head. All you saw nothing was blood and
This was
just
willingly,
brain matter.
right?
Willingly. Well,
Nah,
she
his
was
head
she was under the influence.
She was under the influence.
And him
Him
being used as a throne.
Oh, that was willing.
That was
Yeah.
okay. So it's not what I think. It was.
Nah,
Okay,
'cause-
alright.
but the fucked up part about it was she was
Look at
so,
your face.
She was
She's
so
not happy about this comment.
Nah, she was so into her orgasm, she didn't even realize that she popped dude's head. She
Yeah.
got up, was drying herself off because she thought
She
that
didn't
it
realize
No, she
And
didn't
then she
look.
turned
blood
around.
matter.
She looked. She turned around. She was like,
and looked
"Oh
down
fuck!"
And then she realized, and then she went into this impressive
All
cycle
right,
again.
all right, okay.
The shit was
breaking the
funny
wall.
to me.
Jessica, I need your Amazon Prime account.
Oh, I thought you would get ready.
The other one was when
No, I ain't gonna talk about that.
the Invisible Man was
Oh yeah.
when they put a grenade up his ass
What is
Yeah.
this?
because his skin, like they couldn't penetrate his skin,
Right.
so they went through his ass, put
Why can't they
C4
put
in
it
his ass.
mouth? He has a mouth.
I know. Well, no.
And ears
The
and
thing is,
There's many orifices on the.
if you put it down his mouth, he would have to kind of swallow. But if you just put up the ass, even with the duct tape, if you just
What happened with the duct tape?
He can still pull it
TV
off.
map.
He can-
TV.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's still,
Anyways,
yeah, he can still pull it.
it was up his ass. I think he was tied, right? His hands were tied or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, he got out because Huey let him out,
Okay, he could have shit that out.
and then Huey was having second thoughts, and then
How far up did
he just
go?
blew him up. He just blew him up.
Yeah.
He just blew him up. So this show, it was only 8 episodes.
Right.
This shit
show-
is wild,
So this show is South Park superheroes.
man.
You killed Kenny. You killed.
You know what? How they kind of alluded to stuff in the first Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland,
So what? Alluded to
where
what?
where superheroes go and tear up a bunch of shit and leave it that way.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah.
And then everybody else. This is that side of the story. Except you get to see both. You see
Both perspectives.
all of it. Yeah, but you know what else was kind of fucked up on this show? When they were on the plane,
Oh,
and they could have saved
he could have
everybody.
saved it, but they didn't have the proper training. He was like, "Oh, I can't save all these people."
But no, it wasn't that. It was they didn't have the proper approval, and then he was like, Homelander was like, you know what, fuck him, and he literally said, fuck him.
Well, in the comics,
And
he blew out their eardrums, right?
Right.
Yeah. because everybody was like, save me. No. Everybody was like, save me. And then he was like, shut the fuck up. And then he just blew everybody's eardrums.
Yeah, and then
they died.
No, they didn't die. It was like he looked at what's the girl's name?
I forget her name.
Fake Wonder Woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
He looked at her and was like, we can't save him. And then he just jumped out the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just jumped out the
they
plane.
did die.
They did.
yeah.
The
Yeah, they
plane
died.
crashed.
Yeah,
So
they
he
crashed.
gave them pain before their death.
Yeah, but see the way
Just like
the way the accident was reported. There was an engine malfunction at 31,000 feet in the air, and they just crashed into a mountain or some shit. Reality was, he fucked up the doggone pilots, killed them
By accident.
how
because he got pissed off.
and yelled, "Shut the fuck up!"
Nah, I beamed him.
How is that an accident?
And he literally got up. He sat there in the cabin. It was like, bzzz, fuck the cabin.
Oh, wait.
And then turned around. Was like, oh shit. Okay. Well.
In the comic, wasn't there like a terrorist
Yeah.
or whatever? So yeah, in the comics, I being the terrorist, he killed the pilots, and then
But the whole
that was
thing
it.
still wound up being this dude literally sat there, looked at the pilots, was like, well, fuck, that's not good,
And walked out.
and walked out. And then her name was Maeve.
Maeve.
Turned back to Maeve and was like, you coming?
Oh, you gotta come back to the mic.
He got real animated, y'all.
He got real
Yeah,
passionate
I
about this.
He turned back to Maeve and was like, you coming what? Because if you don't come with me in the next 5 seconds, your ass is grass too.
Jesus Christ!
So Maeve sat there like, but we need this at. Homeboy jumped out the plane.
Homelander is like Superman, but
Yeah, he's Superman. And he kind of
different morals.
Yeah, on that red kryptonite.
Immoral.
immorals. Yeah, he's very immoral.
He's Superman on that red kryptonite.
I like Superman over Red Kryptonite.
Not
this one.
Homelander,
You don't want
not
this one.
Homelander version.
You don't want this one.
Well, I want to be one of the seven. So like,
Oh, the one thing.
down that
So one of the characters' name, the black guy, his name is Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
that's
No. And here's the thing. The reason why he's called that is because in the comics he gets his powers from his mother's milk.
I was about to say from sucking titty
So he locks his mother in a basement,
to suck on her titty.
and
So maybe she's the one with the power because
Well,
she holds the godly titty milk.
She's the one who was given the drug.
she was the experimental drug, and she gave birth to him.
Yeah.
So he got the power, but he needs that titty.
He needs that constant.
He needs to go back
up,
like a
I
couple
guess.
days just to drink her milk.
Yeah.
So you see, do you have any comments on this?
No, this is wow. This is way over my head.
But if you read the books,
Man, we all looked at CC.
Man.
Oh,
Cause
yeah.
you see, I don't watch this.
I don't watch this shit neither, but I'm
I read the books.
trying
I
to
got
get-
put onto the books. I'm
gonna
like,
get
yeah.
this book though. I'm trying to.
That was
when was
one
this superhero orgy? What
That was like
Heroes Days Off or something like that.
something like that.
what
yeah.
book is that?
I don't know.
It's like
Not-
the
not
graphic. I bought the graphic novel, so it was like the third graphic novel, second or third graphic
God
novel.
bless.
Yeah.
That joint was off the hook. I mean, that's how you introduce new
New
characters.
heroes by having an orgy.
They had them all there. I mean, they just had them all there. So I mean, if you try to
A lot
really
of
get
people do
down
that.
with it,
That's kind of
mean,
reality. A lot of people do that on vacation.
What?
Orgies?
I mean, I guess.
What you mean? You guess you?
Jamaica,
yeah.
hedonism.
Yeah, that's true. There are resorts specifically for.
Yeah, if you go to Jamaica at a certain time, which I will not specify, hedonism is on and popping.
popping. Yeah.
Straight.
Just follow the instinct.
What? During carnival?
Nah.
Oh no, not going down. Just just Instagram
The only-
hedonism 2.
Yeah, pretty much. And the only thing you need to pack is clothes to fly on the plane with, pretty much.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
Once
Like
you get to the
dead
hotel,
ass. Do not. You don't.
it doesn't matter.
I will not.
Lord.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Continue,
Check it.
Samuel.
All right, moving on
Lord
to
have mercy.
speaking of
Mm.
superheroes and their diet with the milk and everything. We're talking about Kumal Nanjiani.
He was drinking a lot of that.
He you would know him from The Big Sick and what's Stuber.
Yeah.
Stuber.
Well, he was drinking a lot of mother's milk.
Not mother's milk. This guy, no, he
was
got
drinking Marvel's milk.
yeah,
That's what the hell he was drinking.
he got that Marvel money milk, man.
Yeah.
He got real fit, real jacked for his role in as Kingo for Marvel's Eternals movie.
Yeah.
Which I believe will lead us into the mutant realm.
Yep.
I can't wait.
All right. I mean, throughout all of Marvel cinema, lead actors they shred pounds and change their physique to don the superhero or super villain role. We have a couple of Marvel superheroes that shred some pounds for the role. We got the number one, all the Chris's. We got Chris Pratt,
My God.
Chris Hemsworth,
Yep.
I like them boxers there.
Chris Evans.
Yep.
I want to say okay. I want to add on Hugh Jackman, even though he's
Fox died.
Fox, but Wolverine is pretty much a Marvel character.
Licensed, technically,
Yeah.
for the movie.
Also, Michael B. Jordan, even though he was getting jacked for Creed,
No, that was a different workout and a different
trainer, right?
different style too. He had to be
He had to be
more
lean
slim. He had to be
and
more
slim.
slim with
But
that.
when he did Killmonger, he had to put on
he had
some
to put on
muscle.
that muscle mass.
Even though they put him in a damn cat suit.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which it would have been better if they didn't give him a clone of the Black Panther suit. to
Right.
wear.
Yeah.
They should have.
It should have left it like it was in the comic. where he
Yeah,
was
I'm like, if you're
old,
gonna show him
different.
off, show him off.
Right.
You made him work out to be in a CGI.
Make him work out. He got all them kills.
Yeah,
Just
and then
Who? Killmonger?
Yeah.
see, this is the problem too with rushing movies. If they didn't force the CGI for that last fight scene, because you know that's not even finished. That's the best they could have done with the time they had,
Right.
And it shows. If they just used him as they naturally made him look, they would have fixed up that CGI and everything would have looked tight.
You're right.
It
Right.
would
I
look
agree.
even better.
I agree.
So next time, Disney, I still love you, Disney Plus.
But you know who else got jacked from the Marvel universe?
You
Sebastian.
No, not Sebastian, but Mr.
hop off
Thanos himself.
Disney.
Oh,
He got jacked.
what is his name? I forgot his name. Oh,
Don't look at me. I'm not
Right.
thinking
Who
right now.
you-
I'm thinking about Thanos. I'm not worried about who played.
I'm looking
But
up
he
his
got,
name
he
right
got
now.
jacked. And then he got even more jacked.
Josh Brolin.
And then he
Josh
got even
Brolin.
more jacked when he played doggone Cable.
Cable.
I'm like, yo, really? It's like that? And he's like, yeah, it's like that.
But yeah, Bucky he got jacked too.
Bucky got too jacked.
Yeah, they had to redo his costume.
Yeah. Same thing with Chris Hemsworth. They had to redo his costume a couple of times.
The mighty Thor Odinson.
Yeah.
I mean,
Except for when he became Fat Thor, then yeah.
You can see his evolution from the first Thor movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, yeah.
Yeah, you got bigger.
But with all this, with all these leading actors getting jacked, of course there's going to be some backlash. We have one of the. Is she one or the only
Or
one?
should
The only
we
one.
call
Ain't no
it? The only
real
one?
Backlash. It was.
Jacklash.
It was a.
Shut up! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Google CZ coming up with that jacklash.
We have the Disney heiress. She made a blunt comment about Kumar Nanjiani. She said, "Really, this is just so wrong." To his picture.
But like, what's so wrong about it?
She didn't know what she was saying.
Yeah, she didn't really put any context behind it. So, but she had another tweet after that. It said, "Okay, so in response to everyone saying he looks like he's taking care of himself, or he looks healthy, or thinking that I'm a buzzkill or whatever. First off, I was kidding, but to go on to be that very." But to go on to be that very buzzkill, I was just saying I'm not. It's a long distance. What?
What? She was high.
Yeah.
Probably. Crack or something? Was she doing?
Probably doing edibles and smoking one at the same time.
Is that exactly what it said?
She the Disney era is fired back at
She
the
can't blame
prison.
autocorrect on that.
So
That's crack.
she called
How you
it
just stop your sentence and make a new one?
Right.
And then
Yeah, that
try to
sounds.
cut back.
Okay, here we go. This is in the article. She went on to explain how unrealistic his diet and cardio is, and the transforming your body like this. really puts pressure on adolescents and others to look like them and represent an unrealistic ideal. Abigail Disney ranted on about how disappointing it is to see Kumail Nanjiani also get sucked into Hollywood cult of what matters.
You should have said that about Chris, and Chris.
Exactly. And hold
She was
on,
drooling.
unrealistic. He said in his comment that it's unrealistic.
He said it. He
Did
said
she
that
read it?
Disney and Marvel paid for him to have 5 or 6 different trainers. No, he had 3 trainers and 2
More than two trainers.
dietitians.
It was, well, yeah, you could call them trainers
Yeah.
as well.
He had a whole bunch of people
And he
cooking
worked
his
out
food,
6 days a week.
working himself out because his body is his job.
Right.
The same way how The Rock works out like 24/7.
Well, that's also because he's a psychopath. So
And then
he does some of that for himself.
He is
Yeah.
not
That
a
man is
psychopath.
crazy.
he and then he
his
sits there and eats
workout,
40
his diet.
pancakes
40
that's
pancakes
psychopath.
with 40 bananas.
He's also he like got
He's a
his
gymnast.
start as a pro wrestler,
Right.
Yeah, but he was never.
and he's the
was never
son.
like
that, Jack.
He's the son
Of
of
third generation.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he was never like that.
He wasn't like that.
Right.
But he just did that for. I know he did that for himself. I'm being sarcastic. He's not
But
really
still,
a psychopath, but
I'm
diet plan
envious.
he does is psychopathic.
Yeah, it is. I'm envious because I would love to be able to eat that many damn.
Exactly.
Well, you gotta burn mad calories.
Yeah, he's in
to
the
do
gym
that.
from 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Then he gets out around like 10, and he
he's-
goes back again. Near the
And
end of
he's
his day.
massive as fuck.
That's
So
why he
he
got mad, yeah.
needs
Dog.
The
he
food.
needs those calories.
Just
to
lifting
sustain
one
it.
arm is like 500 calories for him. He has to
what I'm
replace
saying.
that.
Him sneezing.
I'm like,
if he sneezes, he
let's give him-
burns 1,000
still,
Why
calories.
don't we just give him Monier when he can live that?
Man,
Try.
tried.
The Rock is not worthy.
Yeah, but like we were examining like Kumal's, like it takes a lot of
were.
work.
You were.
What, boy? You were looking at
You
my
were touching the
TV.
TV, scoping out his eye like,
You're
oh my god!
such
If
a
you look at his
trip.
abs, I used to have these ups.
No,
He's absolutely
no.
About
Shut up.
28 years
Shut
ago.
up.
When I was 12, I had those.
But it's very hard to lose body fat because a lot of these people they try to target their abs or their legs just to lose body fat, but body fat is your whole body. You have to lose fat in your whole body in order to look a certain way.
We need to find out if the heiress of Disney is on something because I'm not trying to lose my Disney Plus,
Amen.
my Disney Plus
Yo.
ads
'Cause-
because of her.
Nah.
She's not in charge of anything, right?
Nah.
Okay, good.
She's just running her mouth right now.
That's all she can do right now is run her
How
mouth.
much is she going to inherit?
It doesn't matter. She's gonna be rich forever.
Yeah, she already is rich forever.
Disney heiress.
With the way they going
She's a
around
real
buying
Disney
properties.
Right. They got enough money to sustain a large city. If
More than
not,
part of the
right.
Country or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at her Twitter profile and it says I've been called that woke Disney princess. I think I like it. Please, no.
That's
It's
part of what she did that for, to try to
Yeah.
be woke.
please don't ask me for money.
Realize
I'm very busy giving it away to 501c3s as the law requires.
Click that link. Yeah, she need to go to sleep. She ain't woke.
right.
Go to sleep, please. Disney Plus, I still love you.
Disney Plus is the lick.
And The Mandalorian.
Fuck Disney.
Nah, man.
Hey man, watch your goddamn. Hey,
Ooh.
stop it.
You ain't gonna Thanos snap me away. What the hell's wrong with you?
You're still here, so it didn't work.
Oh my god.
Hopefully we get that Disney
What if
Plus
I
ad
started
that'll
to
snap your
dissolve?
Yeah, see.
I just want to see what that. Oh, okay.
Nah,
All right,
that's
get
that's
it
her
off.
film. Yeah, that's her
Get it
movie
off. I
right
don't care
there.
about her. Get her off the screen. Disney Plus, I love you.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
nah, man. Like that's the rundown of the week. So
Yay!
Yeah.
hey guys, it's been an hour.
What?
God bless America.
Good talk, guys. Well, Bigsmu, why don't you tell everybody where we can find you on the internets?
On IG, it's BIGSMU. On Facebook, it's Scorp King Costuming. And that's about it. Because that's all you're going to find me at.
Fair enough.
Person got to keep some of his other stuff secret because y'all crazy out there.
That's real. That is real. And thank you to all of our listeners, our followers, subscribers. Don't forget to follow us, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It is Everybody Gets One
01.
ONE on Facebook. And go ahead with our other platforms.
On Instagram and Twitter, it's Everybody Gets 01.
All right. Also, and guys, I mean, we like to hear from you. So if you are listening on Anchor, you can also what?
And Anchor. I mean, Anchor and Apple Podcast, they both have the same.
Oh, they can leave.
You can leave comments.
Okay, so on Anchor and Apple Podcast, you can leave voice messages for us. We'll add it to the show. Just leave us your
voice messages on Anchor. You can leave comments on Apple Podcasts.
So you didn't make that clear enough.
Yeah, okay. I'll make it clear. All right, Anchor, you can leave voice messages, and you can leave comments and all that other good junk. Apple Podcasts, you can leave comments and you can rate us. Also, on the Facebook page, you can rate us as well. So rate us there as well. Twitter, come on, we want to hear from y'all. Start tweeting at us. Instagram, I know a few of you have been following us. We need more of you. Follow us now.
Tell your friends to follow us. If you go to anchor.fm/ego-podcast, that is our Anchor homepage.
That was a lot.
I know it is, but we'll put it in the show notes. Just click on the message icon to leave us a message. If you would like to support us, click on the support button too.
Oh yeah, you can support us. Tell them there's like different tiers.
Yeah, you can support us. 99 cents per month, or $4.95 per month, or $9.99 per month. So this will help us with new equipment, so we can get like better crisp audio and
crispy. And don't forget about HBCU Con.
Yes, April 4th. Make sure y'all check it out. Social media at HBCU Con on Instagram and Twitter, and HBCU Con on Facebook. And a portion of the proceeds will go to benefit Bowie State University's Department of Fine and Performing Arts.
Sign up for our newsletters too when you go to the
go to
website.
hbcucon.org, sign up for the newsletter, and shout out to Wendell, who is working hard, making sure it's popping off like it's supposed to.
I don't think they're gonna be ready.
I don't think so either, for real.
And they just need to come on out though.
Come on out. This is gonna be
Ego's gonna be at HBCU Con.
Yeah.
No.
For sure.
Magfest, CatsCon, and a couple others coming up.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so I guess that'll be our next topic too, as we wrap up the year. Is like on our next episode, as we wrap up the year, is what cons we're gonna.
Hey, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's too early for that.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, thanks everyone, and bye.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Happy
New Year.
Hanukkah.
Y'all
Happy
can you can
Kwanzaa.
send my gift to BIGSMU at IG.
For real.
And cash at me at Metro Time.
Also me, SF Design 21.
That's real.
PayPal too.
We horrible. All right,
Just get HBCU con tickets. You ain't got cash at me.